What's up guys, this is Miasin. So at this point you probably already know that I'm a huge, massive Crystron fan. I think this deck is completely insane. It got the best support out of every deck out there in Supreme Darkness because the new cards are insane. It's basically just custom cards. It's completely ridiculous. This deck is super consistent, super powerful, super resilient as well, and each and every single Crystron card feels like it does something really productive over time at the very least. I really love it. It also has like a really unique playstyle to it, and people consistently misplay against it, which really plays in your favor when playing Crystron. And I can guarantee that if you pick up this deck, you will have the most fun you probably ever had playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, it's an extremely underrated deck, as I said, with a lot of untapped potential. And one of the engines that I will be exploring in this video will be the Azamina engine. It is probably one of the more popular ones, but it's the one that actually adds the most amount of power to the deck. And I said power, not necessarily consistency or resilience. I do cover a lot of other alternative techs and engines in my spreadsheet, by the way, so just in case you've never heard about it, here is the promo. So just in case you didn't know much before, the spreadsheet has absolutely all the info you need if you are planning on building the Crystron deck, which is the best deck that is coming out of Supreme Darkness. My spreadsheet features visual support, which includes images and videos while being easy to understand, regardless of whether or not you had prior experience with the deck. It comes with 50 combos that show the most optimal lines when you are interrupted, but also through hand traps such as Ash, Imperm, every Molchemi monster, Dimension Shifter, as well as Artifact Lancia. Best part is, every combo comes with their own notes so that you can understand what's going on. This spreadsheet also comes with a YCS ready decklist containing my in-depth reasoning on every card and ratio so that you don't get confused and know exactly what to buy. And if you ever encountered issues with sighting patterns, I got you, because I also cover going first and going second sighting patterns against 15 decks of the metagame. This spreadsheet also covers some alternative techs and engines that could be worth exploring the deck, as well as their pros and cons. Having access to the spreadsheet also grants you access to an ever-growing Discord community of like-minded Crystron players, and also access to me, where I can answer specific questions and share updates with you. Speaking of updates, I'm even willing to add additional sections and combos to the spreadsheet if I'm asked to, and you won't have to pay again to benefit off of these updates. I'll be fully honest with you, if you're interested in Crystron, the spreadsheet will not only save you hundreds of hours of theory and practice, but also a lot of money. You won't have to make unnecessary purchases since you'll already have access to an optimal deck list, and you're not gonna have to spend your days and nights coming up with combos. Also, every time you forget about a combo, you can just go back to the spreadsheet and check it out to refresh your memory. If you're interested in the spreadsheet, all you have to do is PayPal me $20 US, and make sure to state your Gmail account in the transfer so that I know who to share the spreadsheet with. If you forgot to state your Gmail in the transfer, don't worry, just email me a proof of payment with your Gmail, and I'll share the spreadsheet with you as soon as I can. Unless I'm sleeping, I should never take too long to grant you access to the spreadsheet, so don't worry about the delay. The specs of the spreadsheet alongside all the steps to buy it are at the top of the description, so please check it out as soon as you can. Anyways, with that said, let's get on with the video. But yeah, I really do recommend checking out the spreadsheet if you're interested in playing Crystron, and like I said, I think it's gonna be a great pick for this format. But anyways, let's get into this combo. So assuming that you got, let's say, Deception of the Sinful Spores, as well as a Crystron Theisvern and Crystron Prassiordal. Not necessarily a card that everyone plays, but I actually do think that it's pretty decent. Look at what you can do. So Deception can tribute that Theisvern, search your household Azamina, and then send that Deception to summon the Mo Arcielago that can search the Wanted, and then normal summon the Prassiordal, you can make the SP Little Knight. I think that card is really good in Crystron overall. But yeah, shuffle back your Mo Arcielago, get your Hallowed, and then activate Chain. So you search your Wanted, and then you get rid of the useless Wanted on the field. Summon the Omni Negate, so now you're no longer scared of interruptions. And then search your deck for the Tristalos using the Theisvern. And then draw a card off of the Wanted, and then Prassiordal effect, banish itself, summon the Tristalos from the hand. And then summon the Witch by pitching the other card from the hand. And that can actually set either Wanted, Deception, or Sinful Spores of Slumber Morian. So this card is basically a Book of Moon, but it can also reset itself back. It is a brick, so nothing forces you to play it. If you don't want to play it, then don't play it. So it's just really one more interruption that is, to be fair, in my eyes, a win more. But yeah, Synchro Summon it to Chaofeng, and this card is really interesting in Crystron because it is a generic level 9 Synchro monster with 3 effects, but only one of them really matters, and it's the fact that when it is destroyed by battle by card effect, including your own card effect, you can search any tuner from your deck to your hand. So we're going to be using the graveyard effect of Tristalos to destroy a Synchro, and then summon 2 Crystron monsters from our deck. And then we can go Chilling Quan, Sulfate Hole, Chilling to Chaofeng, search any tuner, and that tuner is going to be Ash. So we can search that, and by the way, this is a combo that I knew for several months now, so it's really nothing new. But I didn't really want to showcase it on the channel. But yeah, you're going to be sending the Smiger as well as the Sulfnir off of the Sulfate Hole. And then we're going to be going Smiger effect, search the inclusion, and then activate the inclusion to search the cluster. And we're not even close to being done yet. We're going to be synchro summoning into the Eligibility, recycle back the Smyger from the hand, and then go Soulfifneer effect, discard the Smyger, revive itself back, and destroy your Eligibility to summon back the Tristalos, and then Soulfit Hole effect to destroy the Inclusion, revive itself back, synchro summon into the FA down Dragster, and then banish the Inclusion to revive back the Tristalos. It really is crazy how many actions you get to perform with the Crystron deck. Every single card does multiple things, you know? Like the Soulfit Hole, for example, on summon, it foolishes 2 cards, and also it can destroy like a Crystron card on your field to revive itself back. And destroying a Crystron card can be beneficial because the Inclusion, once you search with it, once you destroy it, it can actually revive back a monster. So every single time you're playing this deck, if you know how to play this deck correctly, you're getting the most out of each and every single card. Like even the Soulfifneer on the field, when it dies, it can special summon a Crystron monster from your deck in defense. So it can also summon itself, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, this deck really feels like it never runs out of gas. Like for example here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in total. And guess what? I have 8 interruptions. So each and every single card on the field is an interruption, believe it or not. So I will explain the flow of execution. So for example, on the opponent's turn, the opponent activates a spell or trap card. FA down Dragster can just negate that. And then whatever, our opponent can go normal summon a monster and then special summon and then use the effect of something. And we can chain the Tristalos to that. So we can summon the Sitri from the deck and then quick sync into Crystron Quarion Gondrax. This card is ridiculously cracked. It reads, if this card is special summoned, synchro summoned, it's not that broken, you can target monsters your opponent controls and or in their graveyard up to the number of synchro materials used for the synchro summon of this card, banish them. So, in other words, you can banish up to 3 monsters in your opponent's field and or graveyard. So it can be like 3 from the grave, 3 from the field, or like a combination of both, and also it can be up to 3. It's not like Ishtar Birth, for example, that has to banish exactly 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard. So if your opponent activates like a tracked first action, and then discard Luri, and then revive itself back, you can't use Birth yet unless your opponent used like a hand trap on turn 0. Whereas if your opponent goes Engraver first, that's a different story. And also, Quarion Gondrax, if the synchro summon card is destroyed by battle by card effect, you can target a banished monster except itself, special summon to your field. I do remember a video that I made where I banished like my opponent's Gamma Seal after negating it with Forbidden Droplet, and my opponent was playing like the weird Crystal Beast like Saryuja Gamma Seal deck with Kyoto Waterfront. And then I destroyed my own Quarion Gondrax, and then I revived back my opponent's Gamma Seal. So I had like infinite negates with my opponent's Gamma Seal. That was absolutely ridiculous. And you can actually banish like an opponent's Detonator, and then self-destruct your own Quarion Gondrax and revive back the Detonator. It really is insane. But yeah, we can banish a bunch of monsters now with a Quarion Gondrax. Our opponent activates a card, that's fine. And then another card, whatever, who cares. I got a very interesting interruption here. So whenever my opponent activates that Deception, I can chain the cluster. And look at this, okay? I'm going to be chaining the effect to destroy not only the Deception, but also the Soulfifneer, because I do control a Crystron Synchro, so I get 1 extra pop. And now you might be thinking, why destroy the Soulfifneer? And the reason for that is because the goal is to shuffle back the Sitri that we used as a synchro material to summon the Quarion Gondrax using the Tristalos, the Dragster, and the Sitri, in order to summon back the Sitri off of the Soulfifneer. And then on the resolution, we can go Sitri and then quick sync into FA down Dragster number 2. So just in case you didn't really catch up with everything that I've done, I summoned double Dragster, I had Quarion Gondrax, I had Cluster Destroy card, I still have that Morion, I got the Omni Negate off of the Elia Sylvia, and then I got Ash. So yes, exactly 8 interruptions. Double Dragster, Quarion Gondrax, Elia Sylvia, Ash, Cluster, SP, etc. Like I said, every single card I summoned was an interruption. It is completely ridiculous. And honestly, it's very consistent to do. There's infinite possibilities that allow you to achieve this board. So with the Azamina engine in the Crystron deck, you are probably making completely unbreakable boards almost every single time. And it's relatively layered in a way because you're searching a trap card and you're searching hand traps. And honestly, that's kind of cool. And also, it's a deck that can play multiple hand traps, which really plays in your favor because, you know, going second in this format, you do need non-engine. And fortunately, this deck has the ability to play a very respectable amount of non-engine while still being very consistent. But yeah, I am absolutely willing to make more Crystron content for you guys. All I need in exchange is for you to smash the like and subscribe button. And also check out my spreadsheet if you want the ultimate Crystron, content for you. So I got 50 plus combos on it. I got, lines through hand traps, uninterrupted, 1, 2, 3 card combos. I've got a deck list with each and every single card in ratio being explained. I got siding patterns, access to a Discord server community. We are like 140 players in it at this point. It's really nice, so obviously depending on when you're watching this. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.